You just can't hear him yet.
Okay. Flight test.
All right. That's
Good afternoon, everyone.
good morning somewhere.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
Is the stream on?
Yeah, it's on.
We're
We're
running.
just gonna wait a few moments to let people start populating the area.
Brother, I'm excited about today.
What's today?
Well, we're getting to bring a guest host on.
Well, yeah, we've got an awesome guest.
Yeah.
Um,
Some would say he's like superhero quality.
Some say he's a master
some
Of
say
The
that he.
lasers.
of lasers.
Well, there's a lot. I'm sure that he can. That some say a lot of something
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah, he's
I
a
love
nice
him.
guy.
I'm excited for today.
So who is this? Who is this guy that we're
So we've heard us talk a lot about this gentleman. It's Jason McQuiston, and he is a dear part of our team. And I think this should be a shuffle through pretty much the whole team because you get to see a lot of people on YouTube, but you don't get to see the blessing we have to have the people we have in our life. And this is just one gentleman of that team. But he is also, I would say, the architect of our events here at Edgewater, our
Yeah.
big ones. Would that be safe to say?
the architect?
I'm going to call him the architect.
I don't know about an architect because you're more the architect. You
Am I?
draw it up. He's like the plan maker
The
guy.
plan maker.
He's the Craggle guy, right?
The
He's
Craggle?
He's a getter
The
done.
Craggle on like what's it? The Lego movie?
Oh,
Craggle.
Hey, Tailspin, look, we got people coming in.
Oh, yeah,
we
we
got
got-
people
Beautiful,
everywhere.
beautiful. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, we have Jason on, and it's for a couple different reasons.
Oh, we don't
wanna-
have him on yet.
Oh, we're gonna have Jason.
We're gonna
on,
have Jason
and,
on.
It's for a couple good reasons here. He is gonna share a lot of his hard work that he's doing for Wings Over Edgewater,
Yeah.
and then also, I don't know if he knows this, but I want to pull some stories from him.
Oh, we're gonna put him on the spot. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I think we're all gonna be entertained through it.
Yep.
So-
So, with no further ado, let's bring Jason on here. Jason.
Hey
you,
guys.
there it
Hey,
is.
yes.
buddy.
So Jason, first of all, thank you, buddy, for taking time. And if you guys don't know, behind Jason there, that's pretty much what you probably done basically in half a day, huh?
Yeah. Today was
Well-
a little less involved than normal. The great news is we're just about ready to put a finish line mark on Flight Fest airplanes. We have 2 more airplanes to run tomorrow, and it's done. So
You said just 2 more airplanes?
two more airplanes to
We
run.
have it all made?
We got the Bronco
Wait,
and
wait,
Did you
hold
lose
on.
to Jason?
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. The technical difficulty is technically Lee doesn't know what he's doing, so he's having a difficulty. Yeah. All
What
right.
would be an episode without technical difficulties?
Yep.
That's a true statement.
All right. There you go.
Can you
How
hear
about that? Jason, can you say something?
yeah.
All right, we got Jason.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm hoping that comes up. Is it coming through? It should be coming.
Mark South, Scott.
Yep,
Okay.
Everybody
There,
says they
perfect.
can hear
All right, that's
perfectly
all.
just
That's all
fine.
that matters.
Beautiful, beautiful. So here's how a typical year for Flight Fest goes. Just to kind of give you guys a taste. About 2 months before Flight Fest, there is no sleeping and there's just constant craziness up to the very final moment. Now, since my awesome wife has come into play, she is amazing with planners, and we gotta bring her on the show and ask her what she used to do to us to prepare for Flight Fest. I won't let her tell that story, but
Yes.
Jason, you started chipping away at Flight Fest orders how long ago?
Approximately maybe 2 months.
Wow, unreal.
Yeah.
So we're going to be stocked and locked thanks to this guy. So, but it's coming up sooner. We have an event coming
Yes.
up, and it's an event. If you guys have any availability over Memorial Day weekend, please make the pilgrimage out to Edgewater Air Park because Jason, you're the head guy for Wings Over Edgewater.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so first of all, this by far is not going to be anywhere as big as Flight Fest. This is an event we want to make here at Edgewater. Basically, I guess you could say Edgewater's biggest event out of the season. So hopefully we get a lot of people to come, from far distances, out of state, whatnot. I have some really cool things lined up. So usually people that are camping that are coming in from out of state usually start arriving anywhere as early as hopefully Thursday, but probably mostly Friday and the Friday night. We have all kinds of space to spread out, set up for campers, plenty of room on that. So Friday's basically a laid back, just, trickle in, open fly, no stress. Bring your night flyers by all means. We got a lot of activities set up for night flyers. Now Saturday morning, and this is something I just kind of put together at the last second. We're going to do Dawn Patrol. Since it has such a huge interest at Flight Fest, I was like, well, let's do it here. So kind of the same rules apply. Anybody that wants to join us, we have the extra large Scout, which is just days away, hopefully, from being released. That'll be the perfect fit right there. And make whatever World War I color scheme that you desire, whether it's German, American, whatever you want to do. That's going to kick off at 8:30 and go till 9 on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. I have had a lot of questions on Instant Messenger from some people. Is that going to tie down open flying at the event? The answer is no. All the stuff we have scheduled to go on all weekend, which I'll get into in just a minute. We have 2 main flight lines. We have EcoFlow, which is going to stay open pretty much the entire time. So if anybody is a little uncomfortable flying in our mass groups, or they really don't want to combat or do any of that stuff, they're more than free to continue flying nonstop over there. So most of the activities are going to be done at the main flight line, where it's closer to where I think I'm going to be set up for headquarters, that direction to run the show. Other than that, getting back to Dawn Patrol really quick, anybody that wants to use the extra large Scout or anything in particular, we're not going to make a million rules for this. We just want a bunch of guys to get together and fly World War I planes all together in a group. And we're gonna try to do a racetrack pattern to keep the chaos down. So if anybody's a little worried about losing their model, that I'm not going to say it won't happen, but it shouldn't.
Well, and if anyone's ever intimidated about flying with a group of people, you don't need to be. With these airplanes, we're used to bumping into each other. We're used to, crashes. Everyone is incredibly friendly, but it's also incredibly rewarding to see that many planes going together. And with Park Flyer size all the way up to these XL Scouts, they all fly about the same speed. So if you want to start, knowing what it's like to fly with 30 other people, this would be the opportune time to do so.
Oh, absolutely. Now, did he say anything about the schedule being up on the website? Did you? If you did, I missed it. The schedule for the Wings Over Edgewater?
Yes, it's up there.
Yeah, it's up on the Edgewater website.
Yeah, so edgewaterairpark.com.
Yep.
And then look at the calendar and then select the days, and you'll see all the details. And Jason, you did a great job with that. Now you have even more plans besides the gaggle, right?
Oh yes. Really quick. I'm gonna, between now and the event, I'm gonna be posting things on Flight Test Fans in particular, so everybody can kind of keep an eye on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We have some incredible raffles thanks to my dad that we've built airplanes, decked them all out. They're just airframes. There's gonna be a P-40, a Cub, and then a surprise one. And you have to add your electronics, of course, and everything. It's just going to be just the airframe, but it's going to be painted and already built.
Do you mind if I share a backstory to how these airplanes came by?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so this is hysterical. There is no such thing as waste to this gentleman here. Whether it is a scrap piece of wood, or in the past, if we had maybe a plane and the score wasn't perfect or the cut through wasn't perfect, he wouldn't just pitch it and say, okay, it's not good. He would take it home, he would build it, he would paint it, and guess where it's going to be ending up? In these raffles.
Nice.
He can work a whole day, and I'm not saying just Jason. Jason, Mitchell, your dad, Tom. I want to definitely unpack how many generations of McQuistons we get on occasion there. But you can literally stick your hand through the whole entire pile, and all you come out with is like a 1/4 inch scrap of each foam piece. Everything else is absolutely perfect. And Jason, hats off to you. Not only do you care about efficiency and obviously not wasting, but you turn these planes that would normally get thrown in the garbage into something beautiful to give back. And I want people to know that, because that's a picture of your heart and your dedication as a team member and just as a person.
Yeah, thank you. I try. I'm going to share a quick story. One got through my hands just the other day. Christopher, who's probably watching. I don't know how this happened, but one kit got through, and it was we're talking just like maybe 2 to 3 millimeters of a shift, and it was on a tutor. And for whatever reason, I don't know, that the laser jumped. I didn't catch it, and it was right on the vertical fin. And he got one of those, and he messaged me and says, "This is your stamp." And he was real, there's no big deal to him. I mean, he's built every plane that we've more or less come out with, so he's a real good builder, and he knew exactly what to do. But I don't catch everything. I try. But the biggest problem is now I don't have planes to take home anymore, so I have to usually run an extra one.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
and it's really funny with those planes and stuff. Your stamp, everyone has a stamp pretty much, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we want people to know a couple things. Everyone stamps the planes that they make, but also we want people to understand who they're giving jobs to. So when they support Flight Test, you're taking a plane where arguably you could download some free plans and you could build it. We want people to realize that when you do buy a speedboat kit, you are supporting people like Jason, like Mitchell, like my wife, like Tom, your dad, and giving them employment to do what they love. And I'm going to say the word blessing a lot because it's amazing the quality of the people on this team we have.
Oh, it is. I was just. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No,
because it was stupid. I was just going to ask you where my stamp was because I don't have a stamp.
You don't manufacture planes, but Haley, we got a new order.
Stefan has a stamp and he doesn't manufacture.
I used to, though.
He used to.
That's what I started.
Stefan started as a laser guy.
Yeah, I know. I was here.
I started as a Jason.
No, you
Actually, no, I started before that. I started as a slider.
Yeah, you
putting
were just
things
putting
in
the
there.
small packs together and singing at the top of your lungs.
True.
We do remember
Lion
that
King.
very well.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it wasn't Lion King. It was Brother.
yeah.
Oh, that too. Yes.
Yeah.
Jason, you may beat yourself up over a couple of millimeters, but I'll tell you what, your kits are beautiful. And,
Oh, yeah.
And the experience people
Sure.
get from it. I always tell people to score cut, their planes before weeding out. Your score cuts, it's a big deal, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, rewind back when I first joined the team, and it wasn't too long ago that I told Dad, I says, we need to go down to Edgewater Air Park. Just go down, fly, see what it's all about. And we came down here, and I was just absolutely. The flight crew was the first group I met. Absolutely incredible. Everybody was friendly. Nobody judged each other. All the negativity and the bad things that went on at other clubs, that I've been a part of, none of that exists down here. And that's why I fell in love with this place. And even though it's an hour away, which, to some might seem that's a little far, but this place is in our backyard compared to, guys that are 3, 4, 5 states away. So, a 50-minute drive is nothing to come down here and just enjoy the friendship and everything that goes on down here. And it was then when I met the David, who the very first day I flew here, I stuck my airplane in a tree. Yes, that's how I met David. He got my airplane out, and then since then it's been history.
Love at first sight.
I love it.
Or first crash.
And I ended up getting joined on. Made the trip down to Denison for a little bit, and that's when I really wow. I was blown away at just how many kits were being manufactured, and and going out and really learning how important a score line is. The first airplane I built was the Flight Test P-40, and it was a bad kit that was in the trash down there at Denison. I took it home, and I'm like, there's no etching on here. And there's a line on the fuselage to line up your popsicle sticks for your hatch and your power pod. They weren't there. So right there, that I learned that day how important, that these kits have to be right. The score lines have to be visible. Otherwise, something like that can really throw you off.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
from there, it was just kind of a work in progress. Now I've easily, probably I could say I've built 40%, maybe 40, 50% of all our airplanes. And every one is a unique.
What's your favorite
Oh man.
to build?
On
Not
the
fly.
spot. On the spot.
On the spot. Yes. Your favorite to build. Of the
And
F-150.
To fly, believe it or not.
No, not to fly, not flying, building.
To build.
To build.
Probably the Tudor. I could put that together probably the quickest, and it's.
What about it?
You just made his day, by the way.
The
Jason.
Tudor. It's always a good toot.
And I'm seeing questions coming here. I don't want to ignore some because a lot of them are directed towards you and compliments towards you. First of all, I'll go all the way to the top with our friend Sponzy, because Spons has a big part also with the Scout XL. He enlarged the plans for the free downloads that you can do if you want to participate in the gaggle. But if people don't know, Jason is not just obviously a team member. He's not just an amazing guy, but he has built planes that are half scale. And him and his dad are just amazing builders and pilots. And I want to circle this all back to Wings Over Edgewater, Jason. But Sponzy had a question in regards to your World War Ones, because you kind of are the master of World War One aircraft that just fly and look amazing.
Yeah. So the question is, can Jason talk a little bit about his big World War One plane designs and when we might be seeing those kits / plans?
/ hopefully very soon. We're gonna do the FTD-7, which is I my opinion the most popular World War One aircraft that kind of it stands out that everybody can recognize really easily. It's an amazing, slow, stable flying airplane in all elements of calm, higher winds. It's just a very, very good, stable, round airplane.
So I got a question about that airplane. So those little, what are they called? I don't even know what they're called. The ends of the ailerons.
Talking about the balance plates or
those little things that stick out further on the trailing edge than the leading edge.
Counterbalances.
Counterbalance, yeah.
Counterbalance. Yep. What's the purpose there?
Do you want to explain that?
Yeah. What those basically was to take a lot of the loads off the control stick for the pilot. So imagine the air coming across and hitting here. That's going to take a lot of the stress and strain off the joystick, so the pilot can have an easier time to manipulate the airplane whichever direction. And it's also a little bit of, in our RC model world, it's a load off our servo, and it gives you a little bit more control throw and control function, I guess you can say.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Boom. You learned something new every
I
day.
did.
Yeah. So Jason, tell us about your big boy. You have it's a half scale, correct? The biplane?
Yes. It's a half scale Siemens Schuckert, which is an early World War I German aircraft. We had it at Flight Fest this past year, and I'm going to have it hopefully at Wings Over Edgewater. I don't know how many things I can stick in this trailer, but we're definitely going to get it either down here or at Flight Fest again.
Is that the red one?
Yeah, big red.
The big red one?
Yeah,
okay.
And it has to fly in some convoy. Jason, one of the most, I met you a few different times at flying events, but the one thing that stood out with me, I came out on a Saturday and there was just a whole bunch of people here. And that was thanks to, I believe, you and your dad and Dave Jester making a bunch of calls saying, hey, we're flying. It's a beautiful day. Come on out and fly with us. And I see this guy, and your biplane was so big, like the landing gear took up most of the bridge as you rolled it across. And I see this half scale blasting out, and he's flying it right in front of our runway at Adams Ready Board runway, like a boss. Nice. And it was just incredible. And you guys always had your trailer kind of stacked, but you're also building and possibly going to have done by Wings Over Edgewater a C-47, correct?
Yes. Big shout out to my dad. You know, hopefully he's watching. Hopefully my parents figured out how to get subscribed and linked on. He has built 90% of this. It wasn't a couple years ago. Dad didn't want anything to do with building foam. He didn't like working with it. Didn't understand it. He's an amazing balsa builder. He can build anything, but to bring him into working with foam was just, at first it was just difficult. And now, you know, he's 90%. He's built this big C-47, and I've kind of just, we've collaborated on different ideas and engineering ideas, and he just did it. And I come over, and it's like, wow, he's got fuselage is done, and you know, I'm coming over I've hit every Saturday over there, trying to plug away. We're almost done. We got the right and left wing panels to to basically finish from start to finish. And then we get to do the fun stuff, and that's starting to paint and do the decals and decorating. So,
And what's the wingspan on that?
212.
What's that add up to feet? I'm trying to do the math. 18 feet?
212.
About
It's
18 feet.
in proportion. It's going to fit right in scale wise, perfect with your guys's B-17.
Oh,
And
wow.
also, really quick, I have a really good friend of mine. We've been flying since he was, I think, like 5 or 6. Josh, you might remember him. He used to fly a big Cardin aircraft, real little kid.
Okay.
Billy Shaw. He's going to build, and I think he's like 80% of the way done. He's building a huge B-25.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh, wow.
one of the awesome things about Edgewater, for our Wings Over Edgewater event is going to be there he is. Is going to be these collaboration of big monsters. So I'm hoping that really sparks a lot of interest for anybody that's like, on the fence of maybe coming, maybe not. Maybe this will be the little extra motivational push that they need to join us. We keep in mind we got combat, Dawn Patrol, we got Destroy the Baron. We got all these little additive, fun little events to get involved with throughout the whole weekend.
I love
That's
it. I
gonna be
love
awesome.
it. Yeah, Billy's on, by the way, too. I know you can't see the comments, but
Yeah, you can.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, then
He
that's
can
good.
see
You
the
got
same
to see
thing
it.
we do.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah. Speaking about seeing things, I'm sure that so Johan, he's in South Africa there. He says the Laser Jedi in person. Great to see the FT engine room and the driver. I mean, you can see everything that in the background there, all the kits and everything. I think this is a good peek into manufacturing for some people.
Yeah, and it has to be personal.
Yeah.
You can't just bring people in to say you're going to make airplanes. The biggest thing I think that sets this team apart, but also manufacturing, is every single person on this team in manufacturing they get it. They get the why. They get the fact that we want to impact people's lives through the memories that they make by making these silly foam board airplanes.
Right.
We want them to be inspired. We want them to have a good experience. And just like Jason took that one kit home in Denison that wasn't cut right from the garbage, and he realized it was a bad experience. Everybody on this team cares. And what blows my mind is seeing you run around. And now we have another generation. Your dad came on board when Bill recently retired. And the apple doesn't fall from the tree. I see where you get a lot of this passion and excitement. And Tom is just a pleasure to have.
Yeah, he's he's happy to be
Manufacturing.
here and helping, and at the same time, just he absolutely blown away to watch Haley, Mitch, and Jen just back and forth all day, just taking these kits out quicker than we can make them. And I mean that's an awesome feeling. I mean that that just shows that the world of foam board and everything is just alive and well and getting larger. So it's a real exciting time. I couldn't be happier to be a part of it.
Oh man, that means a lot. Yeah, Jen just says manufacturing team rocks. I love her. She's ornery.
Oh my goodness.
Crushing it.
You guys definitely have a lot of fun down there, and it is humbling. I say the word blessed a lot. I don't throw that around easily.
The shipping team is pretty good too. What about the HQ team?
We're weirdos.
I'm telling
We
you.
got to embrace it.
Yeah.
So,
Goodness.
and Jason, you mentioned this too, and I really hope last year's Memorial Day event was a huge amount of fun. The amount of giants that are going to be coming out, and then also with the B-17. If you have time, Jason, swing by the shop in HQ because it's on the main gear now. It's
Okay.
sitting. They're putting the motors on as we speak, but where our goal is to have the B-17 painted, the laser tag systems installed, and to do our main episode at Jason's Wings Over Edgewater. And that means we're going to have people from the community. We're going to pick out 4 people. We'll have them in the turrets, guiding the turrets, shooting at, I think it's going to be the FW-190 and the BF-109. I'm kind of wanting to get the MD-262 in there, but we'll see. But what will happen is we'll have 2 pilots shooting at the B-17, and as they're shooting at the B-17 to make smoke pop from the nacelles, community members will be able to shoot back and hopefully knock them out of the air. So that episode's going to be unfolded. It's going to be our most complicated episode in the history of Flight Test. And I love the fact that we're going to be doing that with community and team members like Jason.
And you'll have a foam factory to
Yeah.
target practice, hopefully.
Nice.
So you've been scouring John Overstreet's boxes and making like a cardboard building city, right?
Yes, they're stashed in the corner right now, but very soon I got some paint and I'm gonna get a couple. Hopefully, my dad maybe I like to get my son involved and hopefully he's gonna be another generation coming down the pike years from now. He's getting into the hobby, really just loves flight test and everything. So, but yes, we're gonna put this. I think there's like 2 or 3 big boxes, and we're gonna paint it up, put some siding on it, and turn it into a factory. Just kind of a prop or just something that some of our guests with military stuff for our Wings Over Edgewater event, they want to put their plane in front, take a couple pictures. You guys can use it for target practice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hey, Jeremiah, I want to know: do you have a YouTube channel? Isn't it Monster Foamies?
It's actually just a build Facebook site called Monster Foamies. That
So it's not a YouTube channel; it's just all on Facebook.
yeah. Just
Okay.
anybody can go on Facebook and just search up Monster Foamies, and a big green M will appear, and that it's everything that I've ever built. I mean, it goes back 5, 6, 7 years. So
Nice.
everything is on there, from building, staging it up, designing it. I got some stuff on the C-47 that's on there, so it's kind of cool to check out.
Love it. Well, behind me is the Scout XL. We've talked about that a few different times. This is an 8-sheet airplane, by the way. I had to put it in the window because, the glare was driving me nuts, but also just to give people a perspective of size. Here's my arms. Well, that doesn't help because I'm way far forward. Never mind. Here's my arms. It's 60 inches, okay?
60 inches. There it is. Boom.
58 and 3/4, something like that. It is a big boy, and it flies like an absolute dream. My son Michael built the one behind me. He was beta testing the kit, and we had a 30-minute meeting. And he started halfway through the meeting, and I look at the build at the end of the meeting, and he's pretty much done with the fuselage. It is ridiculous how quickly this goes together, just like the series. And as far as it's flying, if you guys haven't seen the episode where we blew one up, please check that out on YouTube's. It was incredible. So this is going to probably be in your hand, Jason. Ready for are the data cards done yet?
It'll be out next week.
Next week,
Yep.
the data cards will be.
No, the
plane will.
The plane will. The
So-
kit's coming out next week.
Jason, I'll have the file for you tomorrow. I was just putting the last couple touches on it and stuff, so it'll be all planked ready.
Tomorrow works perfect. I got open lasers.
Beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful. These things are going to be great. They're going to be flying from the 2814 motors, and what you can do is take 2 2200 3 cells or 2300 all the way up to 3300, frankly, and parallel them, and you will be flying forever.
Those motors have so much power. I was absolutely blown away just how much power it has on a 3-cell.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And that motor, I don't know if you know this, Jason, but that motor is the new motor for the version 2 of the Freedom Fox. And we just got noticed. It looks like we are going to be able to take that shipment of Freedom Foxes, if everything works out good, by Flight Fest. So a lot of people have been asking when Freedom Foxes are coming. I did it. I did it.
He said it. He said it.
You know what happened?
It
Well,
happened.
you can't mute me. So well, just keep asking the questions, because you know what?
Yes.
Everything going on with shipments from China is up in the air. But
Yes.
that is what we're working towards.
Yeah, that'd be
And,
awesome.
That motor, though, to your point, Jason, what we love about it is it's specifically designed by us, working with Sunny Sky, and it's a very low-profile 2814, which means it basically has the same stance as a 2218 motor. So some of John's designs, you can go 2218 or you can go 2814. I'm thinking like the P-47 and stuff. It does take a different firewall, but for planes this size, we're going to call these the XLs. And we should be able to run through many of our different designs, keep them dissimilar, and go XL size, and then re-release them. So you'll have Mighty Minis, swappables, XLs, and of course the monsters with the foam that we can't get anymore, at least for right now.
Yeah. For now.
Someday.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll have that in your hands very soon, brother.
All right, send it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Hey, one last thing I wanted to bring up with you, and if there's anything with Wings Over Edgewater I haven't given you the opportunity to talk about, a couple Fridays ago, we had 3 generations of McQuistons in the building.
Yeah.
Your son flies too.
Thanks to you.
No, it's awesome. Why don't you tell us about that? Because you've been working with him a lot.
Yeah. So let's rewind. I'd say it was about a year ago. I can't remember if I was on the team yet or not. I don't think I was, but anyway, Andrew was with me, and here comes Josh rolling down the driveway. It's a Saturday evening, 6:30, and he comes out with one of the little space flyers, and hands Andrew the controller, and I'm like, the nervous dad, like, you might not want to do that.
Got him.
And I'm telling you, he flew that thing around for 5-6 minutes, and that was all it took. He had the bug. He wanted to do it. So, okay. So, fast forward a little bit. This was like right at the end of the season. So luckily I had all winter to get prepared, get him on the flight simulator, build him some planes. So now, last summer, he got to just on this, right. He was just soloing right before the snow started to hit. So that was perfect. So this year he's got an extra large Scout, a small Scout. He's got an Explorer, 2 Tutors. He wants a Flurkin, but he's not ready for a Flurkin yet. He's got enough planes ready.
Oh, he froze.
Uh-oh.
Is he still there?
Jason, are you still there?
Jason, you froze.
I interrupted him. That's what happened.
No.
It was that.
Oh my God, we gotta get him back.
Where is he?
So, by the way,
I'm gonna turn it off and see if we can bring him back in.
okay,
There he is. I see him. He's moving.
he's moving.
Let's
There
bring
we
him
are.
back
There.
in.
You there?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, there we
He
go.
glitched.
Where'd I leave off?
Flurkin.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
upon a time.
Yeah. Andrew was wanting a Flurkin, but not quite ready for that just yet. But,
I think you will be. Brother, I completely forgot. I remember he was flying the Orbit.
yeah, that was it.
Oh my golly. I didn't
Orbit.
realize. I just assumed because he was so talented, I assumed he flew way before then.
No, that was his first time ever.
Well, I came into work the other day and he had a Vapor, a UMX Vapor. And when he comes in to work with you and your dad, he oftentimes even brings his little vacuum cleaner and helps like clean up and he'll be building easy planes in the corner. But he was just crushing it flying inside manufacturing with his little Vapor, carving around the shipping tables and stuff. He's a joy. You guys did a great job with him. Such a great young man. And for me, seeing 3 different generations all working together, it just was just really heartwarming. And I hope, how old is he? How many years until we can hire him?
He's going to be 11 this
You
year.
can hire him.
He's 11, you said?
He's getting
So,
there.
yeah, child labor laws, 16.
I'm not
we got 5 years,
Next
right?
question,
So-
please.
Well, I hope someday he becomes part of the team too.
I'm sure he will.
Love it. Love it.
That's fantastic.
Well, it's safe to
Winning.
say, friends, Wings Over Edgewater is definitely going to be the event for Edgewater itself of the year. And if everything works out, we may even have a military car show going on at the same time as well.
Well, and you keep saying it's going to be the Edgewater Air Park show of the year. I'm
Yeah.
still thinking that Jason's the same guy he's going to be doing Wings at Work as well.
I know, but if I hype this one up and it's really big, then we can try to beat it.
Oh, okay. I got you. I like
That's
it.
the bar.
It's kind of like it's the pregame to Flight Fest.
It establishes the warm up.
It's the
Ooh.
warm up.
I like it.
Yes.
You always need a warm up so you don't pull a muscle.
You don't pull a hammy.
or you don't crash your airplane.
No. Well, you'll crash your airplane, I'm sure.
It's
Time to
definitely
fix it.
for me. Like
Yes.
Edgewater can't be the home of Flight Fest just because of the size of it.
Oh, right.
It's just too big. Flight Fest is now too big. I think it can be the overflow though.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
What happens when Wings Over Edgewater is just as big as Flight
It
Fest?
sounds like we're gonna have to take over some fairways.
Take over.
Yes.
Dun,
A
dun.
hostile takeover?
We'll see.
And-
But
wait,
no,
what-
it's,
Perkins.
And
But-
one thing that everybody that is thinking about coming to Wings Over Edgewater needs to remember, it's not just a Warbird military fly. You can fly anything. It's just Warbird featured. So yeah.
Well-
If anybody was, well, that sounds like a military event. No, it's not. It's a regular open fun fly, just featuring Warbirds.
You could bring a tenant if you wanted to.
You can.
Absolutely.
We're a tutor.
Or Dieter.
We
Or-
already talked about tutors.
Tutors.
And yeah, and the bigger person, I'm sorry, yes, person, the bigger reason to all of this event is to honor those who have bravely fought and fallen for our freedom.
Yes.
So that is obviously the spirit of Memorial Day, and we wanna keep that and honor that, and we'll make sure that that is expressed and felt as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have a really cool little show on Saturday, called and it's actually the battle over Edgewater. I'll just briefly touch on what is that. So basically, anybody that has a Warbird, whether it's Master Series or FT Speed Build Warbirds, you can even take a Kraken like I did and put a big cockpit on it and make some kind of real slow floaty bomber. Yeah, that'll pass fine too. But we're gonna get all the aircrafts together. I got some air raid music. Hopefully I can get my hands on some smoke grenades to have some smoke come up from our
Factory.
factory we're gonna build, and then have some cameras rolling, explosion sounds, all kinds of stuff. And it's just a racetrack themed pattern is what we're going to do. And we're not going to combat and create chaos, but we just want to get as many airplanes, military, out flying in a racetrack pattern that we can. And also there's another little section of that, and I have to see how many C-47s. I got a little special additive feature of it's called the C-47 gaggle. So I'm gonna go around and see how many we have at the show, and hopefully we have a bunch. And I'd like to put them all up separately together, and try to form some memories that way.
Love it.
Very
that'd be
cool.
awesome.
Love it.
Well done, Jason.
And John as well. I think as long as they can get down here, I believe John Overstreet's planning on coming down as well.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we'll have the Flight Test Midwest and everyone there. So
That's fantastic.
it's just around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Coming in hot.
Yeah, 6 weeks, less than
Yeah,
6
because
weeks.
here's the thing. This is how it always works here. I feel like we talk about it. It's like we're planning for it. We talk about it. We're planning for it. We talk about it. And then by the time the last part about talking about comes, it's like here, it's ready, it's gone, it's bought.
Yeah.
And half the time I don't even remember what happened.
Mm.
Well, and we're forgetting too. Like in just 2 weeks, under 2 weeks now,
Mhm.
is our
Yes.
official launch of the season. It's
Yep.
our open house.
Yep.
So that's April 30th. It's a Saturday event, right?
Yep, it's a Saturday event.
So
We're gonna have the whole weekend open, but only on Saturdays. The open house aspect.
actual
So if
event.
people want to come out on Friday and start camping and
Right.
but Saturday is the main thing.
Mhm.
Sunday it wraps up. Again, people are welcome to, but if you want to come out and get something from the store, from the swap meet, from people that bring stuff there, Saturday's the day to do it.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then stay as long as you want.
Yep. Well,
That's dangerous.
yeah. Don't say that.
All right, taking it back.
It's still
You're rewinding.
$15 a night for camping. So
There you go. Yeah, all that information can be found at edgewaterAirpark.com. One big
Right.
favor: last year people were great with signing the waivers. That renews every year, so please make sure that when you come out to Edgewater Air Park, if you haven't signed the waiver already for this year, please do so. And there's a link tree that you even set up to make it even easier for people. I don't know how we can share that, but
I don't know how we can share it on here, but we'll figure it out
Yeah,
for next time.
and if you go to edgewaterairpark.com and
Yep.
you click on waiver, you're welcome to do so. A lot of people ask, is AMA insurance required? No, it's not required. It is required that you sign the waiver.
Yeah.
That simply, protects us from liability. Your insurance is obviously your choice on how you
Right.
carry that. So, but
Absolutely.
it is not a prerequisite for us to have you have AMA insurance. That is your choice. But of course, if you have AMA insurance, you're still welcome to fly here. That's the spirit of what we're all about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Correct.
So Ben Harbor said we're not gonna do combat on purpose. I think he's kind of like poking. I think that's what that
No
little
combat.
thing was.
Yeah, Ben has a 20-foot C-47. You have an 18-foot C-47. If these live, Ben's coming to Flight Fest. You guys got to do a formation flying.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I get a couple guys like so you and Ben gonna race, or you guys gonna fly together? And absolutely. And as a matter of fact, if it wasn't for Ben coming up with it gave me a little extra push to I love the C-47. It dates back to 5 years ago when I built my Zeroli one, which designed for balsa. I just took the plans and built that that particular size, which is 144, still a good size airplane. But when Ben came out with his, that was it. That got to do it. So yeah, they answer a lot of questions. I'm copycat.
Way to go, Ben.
Well, and I'm laughing too. I keep saying 20 foot. I'm sorry, that's the B-17. Ben one-upped us. It's 24 feet, which we'll have to get a picture of Ben's C-47 next to John Fury's RV, because I think they'll be very close.
John
in size.
Fury.
John Fury's, yeah. His RV,
His
I
RV
think, is
7 or whatever it is.
RV7, yeah.
Oh, okay.
RV7, RV6, I forget.
Maybe 6.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 28 foot wingspan.
Really?
Yeah, 28 or 26 foot. It's
Jason has a funny statement. Need a wider runway for Ben and Jason to fly together.
oh my golly, I didn't think about that.
Started together.
Well, you know,
yeah.
in all seriousness, with the Miglesy, with the B-17 and these C-47s, we'll have to be really cautious of how the runway is spaced, because we'll need the wing distance. Who would ever thought?
Not it.
I already touched it with my.
Oh,
I got him.
Jason,
Nice.
we're gonna need your help with some other
Yes.
things now too, and for the open house, and also for the Wings of Edgewater, we have Miglesy still living and kicking,
Mhm.
and this year I know at Flight Fest is the year of the Flurkin, but I think it's also going to be the year of the monsters, and maybe the monster Flurkin. We'll see.
Oh, what did Lee's like freaking out right now.
No. No, we've talked about this one.
Yeah,
By Flight Fest?
yeah.
Oh.
See,
No.
that's
No,
why,
no.
that's why I freaked out, because I knew he was going to freak
all
out.
I need to do is give Michael a whole bunch of Red Bulls or shake him and just set him free.
That's true.
You realize that between Wings over Edgewater.
When have I ever started looking at
Yeah,
logic?
see, no, he said no. You've got people.
There is a shadowy ghost figure right behind me.
Yeah, no,
Is that our HQ ghost, or is that Dave Jester?
that's Dave.
That's the ghost of Edgewater.
He goes to
Between
Edgewater.
Wings over Edgewater,
When has reality ever stopped me?
but no, just for
Hey, that's a fair
just
point.
for, I know,
Why is that
but
fair
but
point?
listen,
I'm
listen.
waiting.
Between Wings over Edgewater and Flight Fest,
Yep.
we're talking about 3 weeks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Can you build
A giant flurkin?
I'm not building a 20-foot Flurkin.
a 7 foot?
Yeah, it's only 7 feet.
But
only 7
you're going to hot wire foam.
No. This is foam board.
You told me it was going to be the next one.
No, not. Well, we won't hot wire it. We'll foam board
A
it.
foam board.
Oh, see, that's a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a foam board.
No, you know what I
master.
want to hot wire is the GBZ.
I don't know what a GBZ is.
You know the Rocketeer, the GB and the Rocketeer.
Rocket
Dave,
Man.
Jason, you know that one,
I'm
don't
a
you?
rocket
Mhm.
man.
I want to do a half scale GBZ out of foam board or foam core hot wire. So,
It'll fly a lot better than the R1.
yes, it will.
Well, wait. Wait
Stop
a
it.
second. You can no, you can't.
My wife said no.
Your
case
wife
closed.
said no.
Well, that's when she was talking about the foam core, right? Not the foam board.
Hey, sweetheart, which one are you telling me I'm not allowed to do? I just need clarity.
No.
Just-
I don't know. I'm telling you, she said no. She said no.
She is. Hey,
Hey.
she supported me buying a golf course.
Yeah, that's true.
She
Don't push your luck,
She is
brother.
being a dream maker.
Don't push your luck.
I love you, dear. Oh, Jen just said both.
Both.
Either. Hey, she's covered all the bases. All right, Jason. We're gonna need to multitask, brother.
Make it happen.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Don't you worry. We got the David. Okay, listen,
Oh
we
my
got the
goodness.
David. I feel.
I
feel
love
good
how
about it.
he popped behind. So I love this. Again, we have an amazing team members. Jason has put in so much work not only in the planes he's building, but also this event. So please, if you have the opportunity to come out, you will not regret it. And I think we should be cycling through a lot of our team members. This has been so much fun.
It has time. And hey, we're at time, so time
We
has
are.
flown.
Yep. And
Yes.
Stephen wrote the D7.
Did Jason design the Volker
Yeah, he
D7?
did.
If so, it will be released?
somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome
True.
to the show, Mr. Rosema.
Yeah. So
I'm telling your boss that you are on YouTube when you should be working.
Stephen is our Flight Test Midwest graphics
designer.
Sky FX mastermind.
Master,
fill in the blank.
yes.
So
Yes.
we'll have to get him on there too. Well,
So-
well, very good.
Yes.
Yeah, we should definitely wrap it up. Jason, from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your
Mhm.
passion. Thanks for sharing all the details about Memorial Day. And we got to get you back on the show again in the future too.
Yeah, it was a good time. Thanks for letting me sit down for 10 minutes and not do circles around lasers.
Oh, it was more than 10 minutes. This
Yeah.
is 45 minutes. here,
Anyone
brother.
wonders why he's so skinny? There's 11 lasers that he dances between. 11.
And he hops up on Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to stop that. We need your healthy, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, the cans are smaller now.
Oh, they're small.
Oh, that's
Just
all
don't
that-
let
He's
Red
doing,
Bull see us.
NASCAR laps on the lasers.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Well done.
Awesome.
Well, thanks, Jason.
It'll be
Appreciate it,
full
buddy. And
swing
thanks, everybody,
tomorrow.
for hanging out with us today. It was a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. Tune in next week and come out to the open house. That's the next event, edgewaterAirPark.com. The calendar will share it all.
Check it out. We'll see you then.
Love you.
Peace out.